Hello and welcome everyone, duckyobrien here, and it's the week leading up to Halloween, so I'll be covering some spoopy games, or spoopy adjacent. Anyways, today's game is Pumpkin Jack. Pumpkin Jack was developed and published by Headup, and it's released onto the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC on October 23rd, 2020. The current MSRP is $29.99. It'll also be releasing on the PS4 a little bit later, but why don't we get into it? I think one of my buddies put it a good way. This is kind of like a Dark Souls for children. I mean that in a good way.
Once upon a time, in the great Arkansas Kingdom, the world lived in peace and coexistence between the humans, the animals, the birds, even the cute little bunny rabbits. It was an age of prosperity without anything to fear of war, famine, catastrophe. It was so very boring. So boring, in fact, that even the devil himself was bored brainless. The devil dreamed of bloodshed, pestilence, suffering on a cosmic scale. So, he devised a plan to make things in Arkansas a little more entertaining. The devil unleashed the curse of the eternal night, a powerful spell that conjured mindless, soulless, heartless monsters across the world. The monsters lay waste to every city, every home, every leaky outhouse, and backwater town in the kingdom. It was beautiful, but for some reason, the humans quite enjoyed their safe, boring little lives. They couldn't handle a few pesky monsters coming in and tearing them all limb from limb. So, they called upon their champion, the mighty wizard. A sorcerer with the skill and intellect to break the curse and usurp the devil's power. The wizard departed his luxurious tower and his studies to find the power he needed to break the curse of the eternal night. Very well, the devil said. Two can play that game. And who knows, this might be the fun I've been looking for. So in response to the wizard's quest, he called upon a champion of his own. Stingy Jack, history's greatest trickster and con artist. Banished to wander the world as a wayward spirit. The devil crammed Jack's soul into the skin of a pumpkin and made him a deal. The devil would forgive Jack's past misdeeds and grant him passage to the afterlife. And in return, he gave Jack one simple mission: find the wizard and destroy him.
And here we have Pumpkin Jack. It's a 3D action adventure platformer. There's a lot of fighting. There's also a lot of platforming, and it kind of mixes things up. So you know, the first stage is just exploring the world, and you're going through fighting enemies. There's a lot of collectibles. I'm gonna go over that soon. I have a costume and a gun right now. There's 6 levels. Kind of takes around an hour to beat both of them. All of them, sorry. Each of them, sorry. Again, I'm running on low sleep here. I'm gonna go back and look for a skull real quick. I'm missing one in this level. Water will instantly kill you. It's that type of game. So I've died like 29 times to missing a jump because I'm playing on keyboard. I'd highly recommend playing on a controller if you have one. I'm playing on PC right now. Obviously you'd be playing on controller if you're playing on a console. Yeah, I don't see one. You get cosmetics, so this is the Inspector costume. I'm guessing it's a spoof off of the Inspector Gadget costume, I'm assuming. And you get different weapons from defeating different bosses. Your abilities are pretty much straightforward. You got a double jump, you have a roll. I do believe you have iframes because I rolled through attacks. And you have a range attack with the crow. I don't have the crow right now. Blah. So this owl is the servant of the devil. He's here to see how we're doing. Because he doesn't trust us, and our main goal is to defeat the wizard who's about to break the curse that the devil released on the earth. Okay. Look for this. You can destroy these environmental objects for health. The green meter on the lower left is your health. So far I've only died twice to combat, and that's on the 4th boss. So for the most part it's pretty straightforward. These are checkpoints. It will save your progress here, and it will also heal you. So again, the game is very generous. Okay, there's a skull here. I already found that one. That'll make some noise when you're around it. It's like a flock of birds flying together. You can double jump. There is a little bit of a ledge grab, but not much, so you have to be careful. Right now, if I miss this jump, I'll fall into the water and die immediately, so you gotta watch out for that. Okay. Just looking for the missing skull. It's so annoying when you miss one. It's like you found all of them except for one. So going back, it's taking roughly an hour per level. There are 6 levels, so it'll roughly take you 6 hours to beat the game. To go back and collect all the skulls, it would take a little bit more. So this is a tutorial stage. I'm gonna skip through the text. It's pretty funny. There's a lot of lighthearted jokes and puns. Oh, there it is. Got the last skull now. Got the Skull Finder achievement, which is finding all the skulls in this level. Alright, that was pretty easy. You can dodge, you can just sidestep the attacks there. And then what the skulls do is they unlock skins. Didn't mean to get hit there. Okay, here's our bird friend. So he's thinking that you're a scarecrow, and obviously scarecrows don't move, so it's kind of funny. So they want you to kill a scarecrow, and he'll help you out. Well, let's go through this. Alright. Now that I have him, if you right click on someone, he will go and attack you for you. Okay. Doesn't really do much damage. And then for the combat, it's pretty good. There's some depth to it. I wish it was a little bit, teeny bit more heavy on their damage. Not too much though, because you would die. You can attack those guys. Because you can dodge and attack and use a ranged attack almost simultaneously, so there's a lot of freedom. And the combat does feel really good. Oh, you can attack scarecrows. That's kind of funny. And if you press tab, you can switch between the weapons you have. So, last one I have is a scythe. Haven't really tried it. Okay. Let's see if I can break this. There's some pretty good fire tech in this game. I gotta find a candle. If you hit a candle, it'll just light the things on it and around it on fire. And it looks pretty good. There's another skull there. And collect that. Okay, there's some enemies. So yeah, you can die pretty easily if you're not careful. There you go. Gonna light these on fire. That slowly spread to things surrounding it. It's pretty cool. Oh, this guy's hilarious. It's like, wait, don't hurt me. Of course, I'm a salesman. Rotten, half-dead, soulless. Yes, I'm a salesman. He's selling skins, like literal skins. Harvest the skins of interesting dead people for other people to wear. Anyway, so here are the skins that I've unlocked so far. This is the default, and then this is the lumber, the cowboy, samurai. I like the samurai quite a bit. Currently at the Expector, we got the skeleton and the buzzard coming up. Those are the last two. I need more skulls though. Okay. Also in each level is a gramophone. Once you find it, he'll do a little dance. It's kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls lately, so kinda used to just rolling out of the way. I play like a double-handed build where I had the crest shield on my back for the stamina regen. And I got lucky, I got the BKH my first try. And I've been using that the entire game, beat it. Except for Lord Gwyn, where I had to use parrying, because it was kind of hard to beat him just by rolling. I didn't know how to do it. But once you parry, everything is pretty darn easy. Wait, why did my weapon change? It's kind of weird. I didn't even notice. Okay. Can hop out of his body. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So these are little mini platforming segments where you play as Jack's head. Now different levels have different gimmicks to do. It's pretty interesting. It breaks up the tedium of the gameplay. I think they've paced stuff pretty well in this game. I'm gonna hit this switch to lower it, that thing down. Put that on there. Do that. Kind of reminds me of Pachimari from Blizzard. As far as I can tell, there are no skulls in those segments. So this one was platforming. The next one, or one of them, is like playing songs on mushrooms. You have to memorize the pattern. Why does it keep changing my weapon? That's kind of annoying, actually. Alright. There's a skull back here. Ooh, that's close. Yeah, it keeps changing it. It's a little bit annoying. So there's certain spawners that spawn a lot of like low HP animals. The rats die in one hit, but you know, that's kind of the balancing mechanic. Light stuff on fire here. Yeah, there's a skull there. Okay. It's a little bit hard to do the platforming on keyboard. Thank goodness for the slight ledge grab. I'm not gonna use the checkpoint. It keeps changing my weapon. Okay. Get the flap out of there, Jack. Now, there are certain, like, on the rail segments in each level too. There was a skull here. Yep, I just ran past it. It changed my weapon yet again. I almost fell off there. I almost fell off. Oh, gravity, my oldest foe. So yeah, each level has a level like that. One of them is like on rails on a minecart. As you can see, if you've been playing games for a while, it's not too difficult, which I'm okay with, because sometimes you just want a game where you don't have to try hard, be a sweaty tryhard every single time. So this is kind of like refreshing. This weapon's pretty cool. I'll use this one. So if you do a double jump and attack, you have a special attack. That charge attack is different per weapon. This one leaves you a little bit vulnerable to ranged attacks, so I don't use it as much. Oh, here he is. Let's use the scythe. Scarecrow. Okay. Oh. Wow, this weapon has a lot more damage. It follows the Mario rule of attack 3 times. Each time you attack the boss, he gets more powerful and the attack patterns grow a little bit varied, like the environment changes slightly. This first boss is really easy. Ooh, I took too much damage there. It's being a little cocky. See, it's very easy to die in this game if you're playing sloppy. That's why I liken this is slightly to Dark Souls. Okay. Yeah, after you beat a boss, you get a new weapon.
Stingy Jack, The genius trickster who could fool even the devil himself has returned to the mortal realm. Armed with a brand new body and his soul cruelly bound to a festering pumpkin, Jack has been joined by his stoic guide, the owl, and commandeered the services of a cowardly crow to fight on his behalf. But there must be no more time for fun and games. Jack and his companions of the night must embark upon their quest to slay the wizard. With Jack now perfectly attuned to his new vessel, the owl leads him to the mountains in the distance, where at the heart of the mountain, through a network of ancient mines, lies a powerful secret.
So this keeps going on. If you noticed, I beat the first level in 20 minutes now. That's because I've already played this game. I've almost beaten it now, and I already found most of the skulls. Now it does get harder. I'm gonna exit here. I'm gonna call it here because I don't want to spoil the game. I'm gonna go to the main menu. Some games you can show off pretty quickly, so if you look here, you know, I got all of them. I always miss one, so I'm gonna have to go back. This one was pretty hard. I missed 4. So you can see my playtime here. 45 minutes, 58. It's usually around an hour. That includes dying over and over again. The Spoopy Cemetery and the last level I have yet to play, which I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time in this game. It's a pretty good action-adventure game. There is some depth to the combat. You're not gonna need to use it though, because it's fairly easy for the most part. But once again, if you play pretty sloppy, you can die pretty quickly. So you have the skin unlocker, which you get by collecting the skulls. And then that's pretty much it. Once you beat the boss, you get a new weapon. You saw most of the weapons I have there. You get a shotgun for beating the witch, which is kind of hilarious. And the Curse Swamp's boss fight is pretty interesting too. So there's like a spinning wooden platform. You knock drinks into eyeballs on the trees, and after that, like spikes come out, and you repeat that, and then finally you beat the last 2 guys. And that one is where Jack's head gets stolen, because the witch and the dude are vegan monsters, and it's very hard to make vegan monster food. And Jack's head is a pumpkin, which is a superfood. So the humor in this game, it's pretty tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of lighthearted, a little bit wholesome, even though there's a lot of people dying. And it's kind of like that. There's a lot of puns too. Like one of the achievements is named Crash Bandicoot. Very spoopy. A lot of references to other games. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Hopefully that gives you guys an idea what the game is like. Made it look a little bit easier than it is because I'm kind of overpowered right now. But yeah, that was Pumpkin Jack, developed and published by Headup, out now on the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC. The MSRP is $29.99, and I'll be releasing it on the PS4 a little bit later. Anyways, thank you so much for dropping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, things you'd like to see for me to cover, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I hope you guys have a safe Halloween, and as always, hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there, and catch you guys next time. Look, I'm a spoopy pumpkin.